Imagine stepping into a world where one artist's talent shatters all expectations, leaving everyone in awe. That's exactly what Kendrick Lamar accomplished at this year's Grammy Awards, where he didn't just take home a few trophies, he made history. In an industry where hip-hop is often sidelined, Kendrick's sweeping victory has sparked conversations that are redefining the landscape of music. So, what does this triumph really mean for him? Kendrick Lamar's triumph at the latest Grammy Awards was nothing short of groundbreaking. For the first time in history, he swept all 5 categories he was nominated in, including the coveted Record of the Year and Song of the Year. This remarkable achievement not only solidified his status as a frontrunner in hip-hop, but also marked a pivotal moment for the genre itself. The music world watched in awe as Kendrick stepped onto that stage, receiving applause from both the audience and fellow artists alike. It wasn't just about the awards, it was a powerful statement showcasing hip-hop's place in the broader musical landscape. Kendrick's wins signal a monumental shift, symbolizing how rap can engage with profound themes and still capture the hearts of millions. The conversation around his artistry and the messages in his work are now more prominent than ever. This historic sweep also sets a new benchmark, fostering renewed conversations about diversity and representation in the music industry. With Kendrick front and center, emerging artists are being encouraged to dig deeper and push the boundaries of what can be achieved in hip-hop. He has paved the way for a new generation of musicians, proving that authenticity and hard work can lead to unprecedented recognition. But this wasn't merely a celebration of awards. Kendrick's victory sparked debates around the changing tides in music, who gets celebrated, who stays relevant, and what defines success in today's industry. With Kendrick leading the charge, the implications for hip-hop's future appear limitless. What else might he accomplish next? That's something we'll all be eagerly watching for. The future of the genre? Buckle up, because this is just the beginning of an incredible story. Explore how Kendrick's use of a diss track challenged conventional wisdom about award-worthy music. Discuss the societal implications and commentary within Kendrick's lyrics that resonated with audiences. Highlight how the Grammys have historically favored more polished, mainstream hits over raw, authentic expressions like diss tracks. Emphasize Kendrick's talent in elevating a diss track into a profound artistic statement, blurring the lines between competition and creativity. Describe the unexpected excitement and support from fans and fellow artists when Kendrick performed his diss track at the awards. Conclude with the idea that this win could inspire other artists to embrace authenticity and push boundaries in their own work. Kendrick Lamar's triumph at the Grammys was not just about the awards, it was a bold statement on the power of music itself, particularly when it comes wrapped in the edge of a diss track. By taking an unconventional route, Kendrick challenged the notion that you can't win prestigious accolades with songs that directly call out others. His lyrics didn't just jab at rivals, they acted as a lens, offering social commentary that resonated deeply with the audience. What makes this win even more significant is the tradition of the Grammys favoring polished, radio-friendly tracks that often dilute the message within the music. Kendrick's approach redefines what it means to be an artist in today's landscape, where authenticity triumphs over the dubious pursuit of mainstream acceptance. He managed to blur the lines between competition and creativity, transforming a diss into an art form, a narrative that speaks volumes in an era that often shies away from confrontation. As Kendrick delivered his fiery performance, the audience was electric, caught off guard by the unexpected but welcomed rawness of his lyrics. Fans erupted in support, undeterred by the boldness of his words, signaling a cultural shift where authenticity is now prized over conformity. This moment places the stakes higher, not just for industry veterans but for emerging artists too. Kendrick's success with a diss track raises the question, who else will dare to push the creative boundaries and redefine the rules of their craft? The door has now been blown open, inviting many to follow in his brave footsteps. As Kendrick ascended the stage to accept his awards, the atmosphere in the room crackled with anticipation. Artists and industry veterans alike rose to their feet, an awe-inspiring sight that spoke volumes about his impact on music and culture. The cameras captured joyous faces. Celebrity giants like Beyoncé and Jay-Z were nodding along, clearly moved by Kendrick's performance and his artistry. When Kendrick delivered his acceptance speech, it wasn't just a victory lap, it was a call to arms for authenticity in music. The applause that followed was not just routine, it erupted like a declaration of loyalty to real artistry in a sea of superficiality. It was in that moment that you could feel a palpable shift. This was not merely a celebration of Kendrick, but a rejection of the status quo. And as Kendrick's name echoed through the venue, you could almost hear whispers of a new era beginning. The excitement wasn't confined to the stage, viewers at home felt it, too, as social media exploded with reactions in real time. Fans were celebrating, sharing clips, and elevating the moment far beyond the confines of the event. This wasn't just Kendrick's night, it was a night for hip-hop at large, a night that ultimately underscored the genre's place in the pantheon of music. As we take a closer look at this pivotal moment, new questions arise. How will this influence the next wave of hip-hop artists? What conversations will Kendrick's wins spark in boardrooms and recording studios across the globe? Stay tuned, because this journey is just getting started. The rise and fall of music stars can be swift, and for Drake, signs of a decline are hard to ignore. Once regarded as a dominant force in hip-hop, recent events have highlighted a noticeable shift in the industry's landscape. As Kendrick Lamar ascends to new heights, filling the void left by Drake's fading spotlight, it's become increasingly clear that his reign may be waning. The whispers began when industry insiders noted that Drake's latest album failed to generate the same buzz as his previous hits. The excitement that often surrounded a Drake release, long wait times, extensive anticipation, and record-breaking streaming numbers, seems to have evaporated, replaced by a growing apathy among fans and critics alike. Social media amplifies this narrative, with many users drawing sharp comparisons between Drake and Kendrick. Rather than celebrating new music from Drake, fans seem more inclined to discuss Kendrick's groundbreaking wins at the Grammys, questioning whether Drake can still compete in a world that craves authenticity over mere commercial success. Moreover, a palpable frustration arises when Drake's latest singles fall flat in light of the fiery lyrics and profound messages delivered by Kendrick. Instead of instant streaming hits, Drake's tracks face viral moments highlighting their shortcomings, a stark juxtaposition to Kendrick's culturally relevant and thought-provoking content. As executives whisper behind closed doors, some suggest that the industry no longer needs Drake as it once did. Instead, Kendrick's lyrical mastery and authentic storytelling now take center stage, challenging future artists to respect hip-hop as Kendrick has done. Drake's roadmap to success now faces a crossroads. As he navigates the transition from superstar to a figure seeking to reclaim relevance, the pressing question remains, can he reinvent himself? Or will he become just another fading memory in a genre that's always looking for the next big thing? And as Kendrick continues to silence skeptics, the future of hip-hop seems to rest on the vibrant shoulders of those ready to shake things up. The stakes are higher than ever, and the question lingering in the air is this: will Drake rise again, or will he accept the chapter dedicated to his remarkable, but perhaps fading, legacy? Message from the industry: Kendrick's groundbreaking triumph has sent shockwaves through the music industry, prompting executives, artists, and fans to rethink the landscape of hip-hop. After years of dominance on charts and playlists, the industry is realizing they need to adapt to a new rhythm. Kendrick is not just an artist, he's a movement. His authentic narrative and storytelling techniques have redefined what it means to be a successful artist today. In recent interviews, label heads have openly discussed their strategy shifts, acknowledging that the era of simply riding a wave of commercial hits is over. It's all about the quality and depth of artistry now. His wins highlight a pressing reminder to other artists: there's a call for substance over superficiality. But the implications stretch far beyond Kendrick. With rising stars looking to him for inspiration, this could signal a renaissance of powerful, lyrical rap, as artists start to embrace the artistry rather than chasing trends. The industry has taken notice, and the pressure is on for artists to step up. Kendrick has raised the bar, and now everyone is watching to see how others will respond. In many ways, he's not just shaping his own career, he's paving the way for the next generation of hip-hop talents. And this isn't just a fleeting moment, it's the dawning of a new era in music. Kendrick Lamar has emerged as a beacon of inspiration for a new generation of artists, and his impact is undeniable. His innovative storytelling, lyrical depth, and unapologetic authenticity have set a new standard in hip-hop. But what exactly makes his influence so profound? Pushing boundaries from the moment Kendrick burst onto the scene with his debut album Good Kid, Mad City, he showcased how hip-hop could tell compelling narratives that reflect societal issues, personal struggles, and cultural complexities. Future artists now feel empowered to explore relevant themes in their music, breaking away from the superficial norms that often dominate the industry. A shift in creativity. Kendrick has also redefined what it means to be a versatile artist. He effortlessly blends genres, incorporating elements of jazz, funk, and spoken word into his tracks. This genre blending encourages aspiring artists to experiment with their sound, fostering a creative environment where innovation thrives. They no longer feel confined to one style, they can explore and express themselves freely. Championing vulnerability in a world that often glorifies toughness, Kendrick's willingness to embrace vulnerability has opened doors for artists to share their own experiences. His raw and honest lyrics encourage others to be real and transparent in their music, speaking about mental health, identity, and trauma. This fosters deeper connections with audiences and shifts the conversation surrounding mental well-being in the industry. Courageous activism. Kendrick's commitment to social justice and activism has recharted the course for hip-hop as a platform for change. His songs are not just catchy, they carry powerful messages that resonate with listeners on a personal and societal level. Emerging artists are inspired to use their voices for activism, sparking dialogues on race, inequality, and injustice, topics that transcend music and impact society as a whole. The importance of ownership. In a time when many artists struggle to maintain control over their work, Kendrick stands as an example of artistic ownership. He is vocal about the importance of owning one's music, encouraging budding musicians to take charge of their careers and advocate for fair practices within the industry. Conclusion. Kendrick Lamar's influence on future artists transcends music. He is reshaping the very essence of hip-hop. By pushing boundaries, championing vulnerability, and advocating for social change, he inspires a generation to create with purpose and authenticity. With such a profound effect, the future of music looks bright, as more artists step into their power, boldly following in Kendrick's footsteps. Who knows what new heights they will reach next? As Kendrick Lamar continues to redefine the hip-hop landscape, his recent Grammy triumph not only solidifies his position at the forefront of the industry, but also sends ripples through the entire music community. The recognition of a diss track as a legitimate work of art challenges the status quo and forces artists to rethink what it means to innovate and push boundaries. Can we expect more artists to rise from Kendrick's challenge? With the spotlight firmly on him, the world is watching and waiting. The road ahead is filled with potential, and as he gears up for monumental performances, one thing is clear: Kendrick Lamar is just getting started, and his impact on music and culture is destined to last. So, as we anticipate what's next, let's consider this: how will Kendrick's legacy shape the future of hip-hop? The conversation is just beginning.